welcome back to the show. You're watching Arise 360. I'm Kachi Ofi. I'm going to tell you a little story. So I told myself that, listen, I usually have a very quiet December, right? With family, just chicken, salad, and stuff like that. But I'm like, you know what? I want to have my December dirtied. I'm going to go to Lagos. So I did. I was here telling you about all the stuff happening in entertainment during the day and at night just raving. Now, there are very few places to do this. And I have to say, one of those places that made it entirely worth it was Entertainment Week, courtesy of Live Sport. And Darian Alade joins me on Arise 360 now because I have questions. I have a lot of questions. So is it just Live Sport or Live Sport 360?
It's Live Sport 360.
Live Sport 360, great. So
just like you have Kachi Ofi. Yeah.
I love it.
The complete
and Arise
package.
360,
yeah,
right?
There you go.
So you are the co-founder, creative
yes.
director.
Chief Creative Officer.
Chief Creative Officer
of Live Sport 360.
Of Live Sport 360. Yep. So like I said, I have questions.
Interrogate.
I have a lot of
Let's
questions.
Go.
Because I said this earlier, December has proven to be one of the most economically challenging, but also economically viable spaces.
Absolutely.
Within the creative economy to really just put out entertainment shows.
Absolutely.
There isn't any other time of the month in the year that people are as willing to attend these shows. Now we saw
in a large
number. And I was saying this earlier that for me there were only 2 people who did this, which is a strategic drop, I might add, because before there used to be plenty.
It's many,
Everybody has said that they have really seen it's not being.
No, it's
so
not.
This December, Abuja. Let me tell you, we didn't have any show.
What's happening in Abuja?
I don't know
actually,
what's going on. I don't. See,
people are coming out this way.
Since Abuja doesn't want to give me a show, I will go to Lagos.
You come.
So I came here, and apart from obviously Flight Time, Live Sport 360, it was just both of you.
Yeah.
And I need to understand how you did it.
Okay, so it's an interesting time, right?
Yeah.
Because we're in a dire situation at the moment. Because of the lack of infrastructure, it's changing the game, right? Our artists are, selling out arenas and stadiums and venues around the world, but we don't have the requisite infrastructure here for them to repeat the same type of feat. Where is it? A few thousand, space of a few thousand people here and there, it's not enough. Our stadiums are not quite, what they should be in terms of retrofitting and finish and the quality of everything, right? So it's caused a problem for promoters, right, in a way that artists are earning a lot of foreign exchange. Now, you say you want to hire artists in December. God help you. The kind of money that they're charging, their bills and and all that. And how do you break even? So we started ahead of this challenge as well. We started Entertainment Week Lagos as an empowerment vehicle. Because it's one thing to have an artist on that level, big, selling out arenas, but what are we doing with the current attention, the hype that we have, that we're enjoying, the global, the Afrobeats movement, the Amapiano, all of that? It needs to trickle down the value chain. Okay, so we have positioned ourselves in a place where we can build, upskill, empower. The pipeline needs to more strength at the foundational level. Otherwise, we'll get carried away with all the glitz and the glam, and nothing comes back. Because after a while now, in a very short time, just like R&B, just like dancehall, just like hip hop, unfortunately.
We don't want to accept that.
It's the reality.
We don't want to accept that.
What goes up must come down.
We don't want to accept that.
We just have to strengthen our institutions with infrastructure, with skills. Our people have to be better and stronger. And, so we're running free, Entertainment Week is all free entry, free workshops, seminars, panels, conversations to drive the culture forward. And that's what we've delved into with our Dirty December. But we also added some turn up here and there with Club X.
Some? Are you trying to be modest here?
What's entertainment without
it? What do you mean? Well, did you say some? It was a lot. It was dirty.
Yeah.
But I love what you just said about the skill, because I also think that to put together the scale of what you have, the technological know-how to handle the infrastructure that you use to create it is necessary. So where do you get it?
Well, whenever we partner with our international, guys, whether it's artists, whether it's technicians, whether it's artisans, whenever they come to Lagos, whenever they come to Nigeria, we ensure that there's skill transfer. All right. So our local guys must pick something up, and then we continue to run free workshops every month of the year. Okay, it's just that those are the things that they don't trend, you know. It's not.
No, but it's
not
see,
popping.
I see you, and I need to, and I want to go into the when did this happen? Because Daria Alade, you're just quite, and you know, it's ironic because MI said something in the recent cipher that he did, the Chocolate City cipher.
I saw that,
and he said something about how people want to see what you are doing before they think you are doing well. But do you see the Holy Ghost? And I was like, oh, because in reality, it's deep. Because everybody is like, okay, let me see where is Daria Alade's music. But you don't
have to be visible to educate, to empower, to teach people or give people an opportunity for them to become better. You know, and that's what we've done with EWL and live sport generally, because infrastructure is key, right? That upskilling is very, very important, you know. And we're lucky, we're very happy that the current, government, the leadership of the Honorable Minister, Arts, Culture, and, the creative sector, which is the first time ever, actually, we have a ministry that's just for the creative sector. So we're working together to make sure that we can, help them formulate policies that can really help us. And when I say us, that's the entire creative sector, because it's so huge. Even the person that makes your hair is in the creative sector.
Oh, that's
wide. So wide. It's so wide, but where are the opportunities for them? So without infrastructure, we can't really put people to work. Sure. With a huge arena alone, maybe 10,000, a few of them scattered around the country, we'll get thousands of people to work. Entertainment Week Lagos, between last year and this year alone, we've employed almost 2,000 people.
Wow.
We're helping government doesn't know what to do with the people, with the youth population. We're putting them to work. If we are empowered more like us and so many different people out there, platforms and all that, if we're able to get more of that, then that trickle-down effect, that value chain is stronger. Then we can churn out more whizzes and burners, you understand? And Chimamandas and actors, and the list is endless. So that's the thinking. That's what's behind this.
But when I think live sport now, because now we know EWL, that's Entertainment Week Lagos. We know Live Sport X, the
entertainment part
of it. So because I know you're also into event productions. Give us the full skill of Live Sport 360. Yes, because we're trying to now. Because tomorrow we can see you in the moon.
You can never tell.
So it's important to know where we are going. So give us the full scale.
Before we carry you go where we know.
Exactly. Give us the full scale of Live Sport.
Okay, so Live Sport 360 is a full-service creative solutions company across entertainment, experiential marketing, production, media, television, advertising. So whether it's Real Housewives of Lagos that we're producing, whether it's activations for brands, such as Nigerian breweries or Nestle or anything. You could see Maggie in the market and they're selling and it's us behind it, in the market, dirtying our hands and doing the gritty and the grimy work, right? We do that. When it comes to TV commercials, whether it's radio, television, out of home, all of that, there's so many campaigns you've probably experienced or you've listened to. You might be at the ATM withdrawing money and you're listening to a song. You don't even know that we're the ones that produced it, So we just try to create solutions and help our clients bring their thoughts and their desires to life in almost any way possible. And that's
so basically you're a magician.
We have a department inside Live Sport that takes care of the magic. Because
I was gonna say Dirty December was fantastic. Okay, amazing things you guys put together. The fact that people could just go there and they could just take in creative energy.
And I have to thank everyone, honestly, from those that attended and everyone who they donated their time and their experience and everything for free. We didn't charge anything for people to attend, and all the facilitators as well supported. So whether it was us showing short films in the Film Hub, using that to support young filmmakers, I'll tell you a story.
Tell me.
So there's this young lady who walked up to me at EWL 2023, this last one we just finished, and said that, Mr. Daria, do you remember? I'm like, sorry, I don't. I see a lot of faces, and she said, I was here last year, and I said, oh. I hope I didn't say something wrong or do something wrong. She said, no. I said, okay, tell me. She said, her story is interesting. I hope you're ready. I said, later on, I was even now more afraid. And she's like, last year I was here at EWL. I wanted to go into media, film, blah, 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 but I didn't know what to do. I hadn't done this before. And I came to you and I said, this is what I want to do. And she said, guess what I said? I said, God. What?
Oh, no.
And this is where I really am like, oh, hey, God. And she said, I told her that, damn the consequences, just go for it. Like, close your eyes and just get into it. Kachi, my dear, a year later, her short film was showing at EWL. No. And beyond that, between that last year and this year, she's won 9 awards. So these are just some of the success stories. It came from nowhere. I didn't ask her for that feedback. But these are the true stories. That people without that support, that encouragement, you never know who you are inspiring. You understand? And all they need is a platform. And for us to create this type of platform or empower or strengthen this type of platform, we need support. You know, so whether it's government, whether it's private, wherever it's going to come from, there are people like us who are serious about, you know, the creative sector, and we put our money where our mouth is. And I think over the years we've proven that. We've lost a lot of money, you know, we've been burned many times, but because we believe that it's possible. And with that kind of belief, everybody else can come on board and Nigeria can really take off.
See, you know, over the last few months, I would say one of the biggest conversations I would say I've had on Arise 360 is how we can push the entertainment forward. And I would always say this is one of the reasons why I love the industry that I'm in.
Right.
I love politics. I love business. They're great. But one of my biggest issues, I love entertainment. And it is because I find it very hard to talk about something today.
Are we going to the Grammys, by the way?
Oh, we are. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. To talk about something today, and then in the next 2-3 months, I have you, like I had you on the show a year ago.
Yeah, of course.
And look where we are now. But in other industries, like we talk about something today, you can come back 3 months later.
And it's already...
And we are still talking about the same thing. And you're still telling me the same thing. You're telling me, like, see, I'll get to
And that's a cycle we need to break.
That's the problem.
Yes.
So I'm like...
So stop talking about the problems. We know what the problems are. And again, shout out to Honorable Musawa, you know, the minister. This is not a plug for... I'm not working with anybody. I'm not endorsing anybody. But it's good to, just like our honorable minister that's helping us with our passports and things are working. Forget the trending topic now and all that. Regardless, it's good to know people who are passionate, who have that vibe of that can-do spirit, that let's try and do this.
That's so important.
Let's stop talking. We've identified the challenges. Let's figure out how to actually implement. What do we need in a collective way, right? That sorts out film, music, etc. That can help everyone and grow the sector. So that when government says they want to come and tax, when they are looking for money, it's true. But you can't tax something that you haven't...
Exactly.
It's not breathing, it's not living.
Yeah. So when you said to yourself, I want to take on...
Meanwhile, we are paying taxes.
Of course you are. When you said, I want to take on the most dramatic, interesting, I have to say beautiful women on a ride. What was the thoughts?
What was the thoughts?
Because I need to know how you did it.
Real Housewives is Real Housewives. It's a global format. In bringing that home and creating that, you know, the Lagos edition, we just had to find strong women who had strong stories to tell, who had overcome adversity one way or the other, but more interestingly, who just like that flamboyant life, because that's what we want to see on TV, you know? We want to see the designer wear, we want to see the lifestyle, the cars, where they're living.
Oh, I have to say, you guys.
And that shout out to the team, that's not just
giving,
me,
but
it's
your
everyone.
team is doing a fantastic job giving the lifestyle.
And then, you know, whatever happens when you put humans in a box, you know, in this case, it's not like a reality show house where you know. But once you put them in a space and all that, humans will human, you know, and there will be.
Have you ever put your hand?
There will be conversations, of course. The editors face that every episode, like they don't say that, you know. But that's what makes it interesting. The ups and downs, their relations with their friends, their families, how they do their businesses, and of course, everybody enjoys the cat fight. Some more than others. We've got to, I have to. But
I have to say now, I'm going to speak on behalf of the castmates.
Oh yeah, no.
Because now I can tackle. Every time I have someone in my chair, whether it's Faith Mori or it's Laura,
everybody has something that
they always tell me, Kachi, they didn't put this part. They took this part out.
Okay,
so explain that part.
So it's not, when you say reality TV, there's different formats, there's different versions, different types of reality. You have your 247 reality show.
Yeah.
That one, when they are sleeping, as they are waking, as you are watching it all through. Even that, you can't see everything because there's only so many cameras. You only have 2 eyes.
True.
You can't really.
True.
So that there's those types. And this one has to be edited because you can sit with the wives for 6 hours. They could be having a conversation. It could be a party. You've got to create something that you watching on TV can follow and make sense of it. Otherwise, you just be there watching people. Yeah. And we don't have all day,
all the day.
So
it's
each
like
episode,
40 minutes, 48 minutes.
And some change. And you've got to do that over how many episodes for one season? It's too much. So we got to cram as much as we can and most importantly, make sense of all the different actions and activities and conversations and all in a way that you can enjoy as the audience. So that's their growls that
they always say like, oh, this wasn't said. They didn't put even. But
how about? But the only thing is the things that they have said. The things that they have said were said.
And they were both.
They were not. You know what I'm saying? So.
But is season 3 coming?
By the end of season 2 is when we know whether season 3 is coming. It's not my daddy's show.
You said this thing to me after season. We're like, after season 1.
And then we got renewed.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Okay, so we have to basically wait to see.
Wait
well, just to put a little jewel in the bottle, it will be nice to see some of the old castmates come back.
Oh, okay.
Me?
No, I would.
Voila.
I can picture you.
Yo, I can't do it.
The glam.
The glam, yes.
Yes, now. And remember, housewife doesn't mean you're a housewife. It's the name of the show.
I think it will be a very, very tough space for me to thrive in.
You don't think you can?
I think that I would lose my mind. I think
What's left of it? Yeah.
What's left of it, because I'm already in the space. I was like, there's some things I see, and I've just asked myself, how will I take Dwan? As in, how do you...
You asked all of them when they were here.
Oh my gosh, I always ask that question, like, how did you sit down?
Give me one,
listen, I just had Faith Mori on the show, right?
Okay.
And I
Faith
love
was
Faith.
around December.
I love Faith. I asked her, she told me, Kachi, my patience was tested at every point in that show. And she said that all the years of discipline that she had accumulated was tested on the show.
Right.
And that was what she brought on the show. And she exuded that same level of confidence, the 6-foot melanin goddess, the whole shebang bang. She brought that. And when I saw her, I said to myself...
And the darling,
Exactly. I'm like, these people are literally themselves on screen. So it also takes a lot of courage to just bring out who you really are. Like,
but of course people think, it's scripted.
No, but it can't be.
It's fake,
But is it though? Are there any parts of it that's...
Absolutely not. So you've got maybe someone's birthday, or naturally, we've got to tell you, okay, you know what, you've got to link up with this person. That's all. And once you are in that space or in that room or in that establishment with someone or the ladies, the rest is left to you. We can't tell you what to do. We don't tell you what to say. Of course not. But we have to put you in a situation where, again, it has to make sense. Why? Who else would you be with? Where else would you be going, right?
Yeah.
But then we now mix that with all their businesses, their different, activities, their family, challenges, struggles, because they are human beings, and we all go through one thing or the other.
Sure.
Look at Miriam struggling with, and those are real issues that people are going through. So when you see someone else that you be like, wow, if this kind of person can struggle with this, then...
No, but quite honestly, I think it's also giving people, that human feel to these personalities as well. Because now you just don't look at them as what you know on social media. You just see them for real. And congratulations, it's award-winning now. Award-winning reality.
Absolutely. Apparently, we won
and
AMBC last year.
You cannot just say Housewives of Lagos. You say award-winning reality
and soon to be
show.
multiple,
right? And it's interesting because now... you don't do Abuja, do you?
No.
So that's completely different.
That's a different
So do you think you
production.
might take on any other state, like Real Housewives of Kano?
There's another coming.
Then.
I think there's another coming.
No way.
Yeah.
Please tell me you're taking it to the
I
East.
just can't tell you. I don't know. I
If
can't say.
Preferably Anambra State. That's
Really?
Give them some evil goodness.
Nah.
That would be mine. It would be insane. Or maybe Ondo.
Wow.
Or Kano.
Wow, I like the way your mind is thinking.
I'm telling you, I feel like there's states
so you think Anambra, Ondo or Kano.
Or Kano.
Real Housewives of Kano.
See, Kano, why I love it is because it is
understated
luxury. Like the luxury will
and the money is there.
It is there.
There's money everywhere.
Yeah.
And look at this last dirty December. You know where I'm going with this. I don't understand. We said a country had.
I'm telling you.
People were turning up.
What do you mean?
Going out, drinking.
Yeah.
But
it just goes to show, and again, if you think about it, that's why I said, that's why it's called dirty December.
You have to dirty yourself.
Because it's like everyone waits for this period to
pent up everything. Let's let loose.
Everyone was booked. It was hard to even go anywhere. You couldn't find space. To have fun.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm like, you are the.
But see, the fun is the outward part of things.
Yeah.
And I want us to also always remember that it's also an opportunity for Nigeria to make money.
Yes.
To increase our revenue, increase our GDP. Okay. We've been telling like dirty December, there's no reason why just for December people should not have to pay to come into Lagos, like visas, and make it visa free. Increase you're looking for forex now. We don't have dollars. Dollars is scarce everywhere. Do you understand? So these are some of those things that we're telling government that look, these are the challenges. Give us rebates, tax cuts, here and there, because some of us are training. We're giving people jobs. We're doing your work.
Exactly.
For free.
Isn't that just how Lagos, anyway, I would say, in terms of the creative economy structured, where it's like a lot of individuals like yourself are now taking it upon themselves. But before we wrap
We've always
things
been
up,
doing that for a year,
I want to talk about the Grammys, okay?
Yeah.
So tell me about that. What's happening?
How many do we have? 6?
We have about
6 or 7.
No, it's 6.
6, Ira, CK,
Davido,
by way of collaborative
so Ira,
projects.
Davido, Burna's not on the list.
Burna's not there. You sure?
I think it's about Burna or Whiskey. No, it's Burna.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was Whiskey that was left out. It was Whiskey that was left out. So yeah, it's gonna be a great one for Afrobeat.
Particularly excited for the newcomers, right? As well. Yeah, especially.
But can I be honest with you?
Go girl power. Yeah.
I'm gonna speak. I've been saying this. I've been singing it like you said. I said this is our category. Where is our piano inside? Is he only because if you think about it, you rightly said something. Everything that goes up must come down.
Yeah.
There's so many African genres. Afrobeat is kinging.
Yeah.
I was just in New York.
Yeah.
You cannot go
10 minutes. One minute. Yeah.
Without hearing I'm a piano or Afrobeat.
Yeah.
I'm like, you will hear
You are now tired.
I'm tired. Every nook and cranny, you're just hearing Rema's calm down.
Yeah.
I'm like, you people are abusing the song more than us.
But there was a time when we were yearning for it. We were hopeful. We were working hard for this to happen. But now, we don't see finish.
That's why I'm worried. And I'm worried that we're focusing on just one angle of this African music genre.
But that's part of it. Still comes back to the same conversation.
Yeah.
We have to empower all the other aspects of the sector so that we create variety and diversity and we can sustain. So it's not just Grammy of 2003 and 4 alone. Why can't, and then more, and even the movies, the Golden Globes, the Oscars.
I know. We're just there.
Yes.
We're just there. Are you going to be at the Grammys though?
I hope so.
It's going to be a match show. I can't wait to see who wins.
It's always beyond winning. Winning is great, but beyond winning, look at the numbers. It keeps increasing now. You got that, the Africa, the
music performance category.
So now they will host one Grammy, maybe in Lagos. Yes, why not? Because of the world, yes, why not? That's
a tall
But
one
the
to
reason
climb.
why that may not happen anytime, exactly. So
you're right,
it solves a lot of challenges, and we put everybody to work. Saudi, I think they just did one huge, catchy. They employed crew alone was like 17,000 people.
Whoa!
Just crew, all the behind the runners, the light,
17,000
people.
So
imagine if we did, even locally, if we did a huge festival, a huge national festival, where all the states competed against each other in entertainment or something, like that. Everybody is put to work. Everybody works.
I really hope
from behind the cameras to, do you understand?
I know. I really hope
Everybody
that people start to see this vision the way you do,
It's
Gary.
not just the artists, Kachi. It's not just those in front of the camera. Yeah,
like
it's beyond.
The people in power, the people who make these policies, the business people, the people watching the show and enjoying this conversation. I really, really hope that because I like where it is going and I just want to be part of it. So
you're a part of it.
I am a part of it. Right? I'm gonna tax you after the show. I'm gonna because you have had a dirty December. I'll tax you after the show. Thank you for joining me.
I got you.
Thank you for joining me.